This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gonna do, we gotta
All right, what's good, people? Man, sorry for a late start. We was trying to get over our technical difficulties, but I think we got the theme song back. Are we good, Dave? I can't hear you.
I'm on mute. Now I'm on mute. That's why. So far, so good.
I was going to say, man, damn, I thought we had all our technical difficulties fixed, and you come in not hearing. I was like, oh, man. All right. Welcome to episode, number 23 of the Panther Nation podcast. I'm Rashad.
Yeah. What's going on?
What's good? All right. Okay. All right. So, just got over this week 2, man. This is week 2. Got a lot going on. How'd you enjoy that nail biter?
I was having flashbacks of 2013, man.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
They were not good flashbacks, to say the least.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we got the dub. A win is a win. I guess that's all that matters. A lot happened this week, low key, man. There's a lot of movement, roster movement. So you want to go ahead? You want to tackle that first? Go through the roster movements, and then we'll talk about this game, and then we'll go from there and see where the win takes us.
Yeah, you got the list?
Yeah, I had it. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. So what happens when you're not prepared, man? All right. So for the transactions, man, as soon as we got off, mad stuff happened. We reached injury settlements with Chris Scott, Brenton Burson, finally, Gino Gradkowski, and LJ McCray all reached injury settlements, and they are no longer with the team. Then we finally got rid of our 2 kicker issue and waived Harrison Butker. Had a slight inkling that I didn't think he was going to clear waivers, but he ended up clearing. We got him back, and he is now on the practice squad. Also, we had signed cornerback Ladarius Gunter from Green Bay. Man, what you think about that pick?
That guy got burned by Julio Jones. That's what I think about that pick.
Well, a lot of people get burned by Julio Jones, man. What are you saying?
It was Benet-like. It was Benet-like. But I think it's a good pickup. I think
so the thing with Gunter is that he was an undrafted rookie and got thrown into the mix. So I think with him, being able to learn the system and not be forced out there, because he's a big guy. He's like 6'2", I think. So I think it's a good pickup, and we needed cornerback help. So I think it's a good pickup. Like I said, it was all over Twitter about how he got burnt by Julio. But hey, it kind of is what it is, man. It happens. So any more thoughts on him?
No, that's good. I think it's a good pickup for us. I expect him to just be depth. I don't expect him to start anytime soon. So I'm cool with it.
Cool. So we also ended up releasing defensive tackle Eric Kroom, which was a surprise to me. I thought Eric played well, but that also to me signaled that Vernon Butler is healthy and good to go. So I'm cool with that. And we also got rid of Keyars Garrett from the practice squad. That one kind of hurt me a little bit. You know how I felt about Keyars. Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, kind of is what it is, man. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it is what it is when it comes to Garrett. I guess he didn't progress like the team expected him to. So that's probably why they made the decision to let him go. Kroom, I know you like Kroom a lot, man.
I did like Kroom.
Yeah, so I was kind of shocked by that. But as you said, with Butler, that means he must be close to ready or pretty much ready at this point.
I mean, he's ready. He played. You didn't see him? You didn't see him out there?
I was too disappointed the offense be paying attention who was playing on defense yesterday.
I guess.
I'm telling you, man.
All right. So that being said, we also signed tight end Bucky Hodges to the practice squad from Virginia Tech. Bucky Hodges was I think we were looking into picking him up anyway before the season started. So I think he's a big tight end too. So it'd be good to check him out. Any thoughts on Bucky?
Interesting about the timing of that. You said it did happen before or after the game. It happened before, right?
It happened before, yeah. So
yeah, what a kind of visionary was that?
Yeah, so it might have been too good of a vision. Somebody might have been in Greg Olson's knee saying, "Hey, I'm about to go. Let's go sign Bucky." But I don't know, man. I don't know. So that being said, that was it for the movement. But I do like the Bucky. I don't know how quick he's going to be able to play or pick up the system. I got some thoughts on that later when we talk about this game. But yeah, I think he could be I think a couple years from now, he could be kind of the future because he's a big dude. He's like 6'6", and he was a beast at Virginia Tech. So I like it. All right, so let's talk about this game, man. So Panthers, we moved to 2-0, which is great. It was a nail biter. Definitely went back to the Cardiac Cats. What's your thoughts on the game, man? What were you thinking? What's your vision?
All right, I'll start positive because I don't want to always be negative, so I'll start positive. I think our defense is big time. I think this defense might be one of the strongest ones that we've had in a very long time, and we're making NFL history. But the first defense since 1981 to hold the first two opponents to only 3 points. So even now, granted, it was the 49ers and the Bills, but that's still impressive. They're still NFL teams. So I think our defense is big time. The negatives, our offense is atrocious considering the talent that we've picked up. I haven't been impressed with the offense at all. Frank, I don't think I've been begging for Shula to go. I'm going to put this on Shula. People are going to say it's because of injuries. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you guys masking Shula because of these injuries. He has to go. Give. And you know it now, Shad. I know you want me to.
We are you
you know it.
Are you ready for the new segment, man? Are you going to take him? Are you ready to take him to court, man?
Yeah, man, we got to take him to court.
Are you going to take the dude to court, man? Let's go. Dude, so what's your beef with Shula? I can't hear you.
My beef with Shula. There you go. Yeah, man. I'm trying to save this audio. My beef with Shula is he has been a terrible offensive coordinator for the majority of the time he's been with Carolina. He had 1 year where he was actually in the top 10 in offense since he was the offensive coordinator, and that was the 2015 season. Every other year while he was the offensive coordinator, he was in the bottom 10 of the NFL in offense. Season, we were bottom 10 in NFL in offense. We're bottom 10 in NFL in offense last year. And right now, currently, We are the bottom 10 in offense currently, right now. He has to go.
All right.
What's he on trial for? What's he on trial for, Aspen? Inadequate offenses over the past 5 years. That's what he's on trials for.
All right. I can't defend that.
That's what he's on trial for.
You got to press some more charges, man. You got to press some more charges.
I don't have to press.
I can't defend him.
How much more I need to press? You want another guy?
All right. In my client's defense, because I'm gonna defend Shula, man, because I don't think it's all his fault. I don't think it's all his fault, man. Not. I'm talking about specifically these first 2 games. I'm not talking about prior. I'm talking about right now. Right now, my client Mike Shula is not he's not the culprit here, man. Because had Cam Newton been a little bit more accurate in his passes, none of you guys would be talking about Mike Shula right now. And not to mention, the guy is going against his own defensive coordinator that has been around the past 6 years. He knows exactly what the offense is going to do. So in my client's defense, you cannot hold him accountable for this particular game. I can't speak for what's going to happen next, but this game, it's a tough game to press these charges against my client, because it's damn near impossible to pass it. It's hard to pass the test when your defensive coordinator for 6 years, so you've been going against damn near every day in practice, has your playbook. You got Joe Webb, who I bet you what they were simulating in practice. You know that little spin move that Cam Newton does when he's in the pocket? Yeah, I bet you Joe Webb was doing that in practice, saying, yeah, this is Cam Newton's move, and you this is how you stop it. I'm telling you, you can't. In my client's defense for this game, I'm not going again. Not the years past. My client is not guilty.
Okay,
he's not guilty.
I'm gonna. No, you're insane. I'm gonna explain it to you right now. I'm gonna spit game for you real quick. So, all right, yes, you are correct, Mr. McDermott. Mr. Bean is fully aware of what your client Mike Shula is capable of doing, but you know what Mike Shula is capable of as well. I mean, he was the defensive coordinator for the past few years.
Yeah,
and yes, that is a fact of knowledge. That should give you more reason of why that offense should look better than what we saw yesterday. Yeah, Cam was inaccurate a little bit, but believe it or not,
a little bit. What do you mean a little? A little bit, bro. A little bit.
No, but
we need to be taking Cam Newton to court.
Playing? No, we're not. Not yet, because we're not ready yet. But as of now, Cam Newton right now is on pace for his most accurate season.
Yeah, but he's not accurate when it counts, bro. When it counts, listen. When he had Christian McCaffrey 4th and 1. I mean, 3rd and 1 on the goal line. All he had to do was throw a little touch pass. I agree. Little touch pass, and you wouldn't have my client in court right now. If the glove does not fit, you must have quit. You must have quit.
Would. You know I would. I still would. You know I would. I would. Because we should have beat these guys by like 30 yesterday.
Yeah,
you want TD.
No. Hold on. You remember when he missed Ed Dixon wide open? That would have extended the drive. No, I didn't say that's a touchdown, but it would have extended the drive.
It would have extended the drive. But the fact that you just said it wouldn't have been a touchdown kind of proves my point too, right?
No, but it would have been another. It would have been another 3 if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the exact scenario, but you cannot blame. I'm just saying you can't blame. And yes, I'm going to say this. And my client should have adjusted a little bit quicker. He should have adjusted a little
quicker.
Listen. In the first half, dude, the first half we moved the ball pretty much at will against these. We were moving the ball. When you dominate time of possession, what was it? Let me get my exact numbers here, please. Client, please pass me my notes here. When you dominate the time possession 38 minutes and 53 seconds, 20 more minutes and 7 seconds by the Bills, you're doing something right. And we've been dominating average. We actually lead the league in average time possession per game. So you're doing something right when you dominate, and obviously the defense helps with that because you're getting 3 and outs. But for us to sustain, we're sustaining drives. That's not on Shula. Shula's not pass. He's not pass protected. And maybe my client could have thrown. And I said this in our group meet. Shout out to all of our Panther Nation group meet peoples, Aspen, Austin, all y'all. Shout out Vendale, all y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. But maybe my client could have rolled the pocket a little bit. Maybe he could have moved the pocket. All right, I'll give you that. We could have moved the pocket. But I'm telling you, this is not on Shula. This game is not on Shula. It's not, man.
If Zay Jones would have caught that pass today, who would put this game on?
You would have talked about the defense. You would have had Steve Wilkes. You would have had Steve Wilkes and the whole defensive secondary in court right now if Zay Jones would have caught that ball because he was wide open. You would have had the whole defense.
I'll typically give the defense the benefit of the doubt because if you hold a team to 10 points, man, you're supposed to win those games. My problem is that we only scored 9. Or is Buffalo's defense really that good?
Buffalo's defense is good. Yeah, you're right. They're good. Yeah, they're good, man.
No. Are they that good?
Yeah, they're that good.
They might be decent, but are they that good?
They've been that good in the past, and they're gonna get better with McDermott as their. If you don't believe they're gonna get better with McDermott as their defensive coordinator, then you got some serious issues.
Bro. No. I think the talent. I think they lost some talent in the offseason. They lost some talent in the secondary.
Bro, what the secondary?
Away Darby.
Bro, second. What good secondary has McDermott had? He doesn't need a good secondary.
None.
Exactly.
None. So fine. If we're gonna say, I'm just saying we got to put this guy to court because right now, and we haven't even gotten to like the deets of the game. We ain't even gotten to the deets of the game. Well, now we have just created a pass for your client, Mr. Shula, because due to some of the injuries that occurred during this football game, Shula defenders are going to have passes.
Oh, okay. I bring up. Do I need to bring up the past evidence of 2015 when my client Shula had the #1 offense in the league when he lost that weapon, Kelvin Benjamin?
Yes, I remember that year.
Okay, my client is not guilty.
You know what is hilarious?
I was the only one not guilty. I was the only one. Don't bring up old stuff. You ain't got to bring up old stuff.
You know it too.
You don't got to bring up old stuff. You don't got to bring up old stuff.
The chat cats know it
too. The chat cat. Yo, shout out to the chat cats, man.
They know it too. Because some of those guys in the chat remember when everybody else was panicking. Like some of the folks in the group me chat said, everybody was panicking. I was like, we're gonna be fine. Calm down. We're gonna go 4-0. We're gonna be fine. I said we're gonna figure this out.
This is all fact.
Happened. But that
was all fact.
But that was the only year. That was the only year. I'm bothered by it because he's got way too much talent to be this abysmal on offense. And we can go about this game, it's fine. But the offense didn't look too tight last week either, truth be told.
All I'm gonna say is that was Cam Newton's first game. I'm gonna give Cam Newton the benefit of the doubt for missing these passes, but I promise you, all I'm gonna say is this: I promise you, if Cam Newton didn't miss those 2 open passes, none of y'all would be complaining about my Shula right now. So that's all I'm gonna say. Granted, okay, my client, he could have adjusted. We gave up 7 sacks, but we're gonna have to bring somebody else to court about that because that's not entirely Mike Shula's fault either. So that's all I'm saying.
Look, he's the first up. He's first up. Don't worry. If you told me I can only have one, I'm picking that one.
Don't worry.
I'm hoping as a team player, you're gonna pick the guy I expect to pick.
But we have to come to a verdict here. And the chat cats, we need your help. We need your help. So in the case of Mike Shula, is he guilty or not guilty for this failed offense? Is he guilty or not? We need a guilty or not guilty.
I need you guys to vote in the chat, man. I'm gonna count it.
Chat cats, we need your help. All the people in the chat.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm taking a long range of what I've seen with this guy. All right, it's tied right now. I just want you to know
It's coming in. Down with Shula. Dang, man, y'all are tough, bro. Jeez. Come on, Austin. God. Okay. No, I got a couple. I got 3, 4.
All right.
That's 4. Ah, come on, Aspen. God.
Did you text some of these people? I'm impressed that it's closer than what I anticipated.
It's close. I think we got a hung jury, man. Oh, there's another not guilty. I think we got a hung jury.
This joint might be hung, man.
No, it's 2 more. That don't count. That don't count, man. Some of y'all voting twice. Some of y'all voting twice. I think we got a hung jury, man.
Yeah, it's close. It's closer than I thought it would be.
It's a hung jury. I think we can't come to a determination right now. So we have to
say not guilty for now. So it's like
okay, that's fair.
It's leaning towards, you know.
We got a hung jury, man. We got a hung jury. It's a hung jury, man. Let it go, dude. Let it go. It's a hung jury.
I'm gonna count this.
It's a hung jury, man.
I think I got it, but it's by like 1 or 2.
Nah, man. It's hung jury. That my client is not guilty for now. For now. For now. Hey, look, I'll be the first person to throw a dude under the bus, but I just don't think it's entirely his fault. That's all I'm saying. But let's wrap this up. Oh, go ahead.
I agree with what Samson said. If this offense looks like this next week, we're gonna have a discussion. We got to bring this case back. We
can bring it back. We can do a retrial, man. You can be in the Panther court,
all right.
In Panther Nation court. You can be retried for the same offense.
That's right.
All right.
That's my point, man.
All right.
Like, all right, we'll get into that once we start talking about next week's game. But yeah.
All right. So do we want to let's talk a little bit more about the offense. Do we want to talk about get a little bit more into the game here, or what do we want to do here?
Man,
so let's just start with Cam, man. He was 20 for 32. He was 62%. So that's a much better improvement in his accuracy. But at the same time, you can go 99.9%. If you can't make it free throws for the game winner, none of that matters. And you got to hit the dudes as well. He admitted it in the press conference. You got to hit the dudes wide open, and it's unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. So Cam, you got to do better. Christian McCaffrey, he's not ready for prime time, and if he can't get it right, because I've seen some terrible running. I mean, did you see the play where he got behind the blocker and literally just started driving behind the block? He was driving his feet into the back of the blocker. Like, man. Yeah, it's like you got to do better, man. It's like I saw one play where he could have bounced outside and he could have picked up a first down, but he decided to go back in. Christian McCaffrey got to do better, man, or he's going to end up being charged for highway robbery for the first round draft pick. Because I'm not sold on Christian McCaffrey just yet. We see flashes, and he's excellent out the backfield, and I'm not ready to slander him yet, but I got to see a little bit better. You got any thoughts? Go ahead.
I won't say this about Christian McCaffrey. If you guys play daily fantasy, next week might be the week. This week coming up might be the week to play him in a tournament, because I think he's been disappointing across the board. I think this will be the week to play him. I'm not completely off the Christian McCaffrey bandwagon quite yet, but I'm getting close. But he's got the Saints next week, and he should be able to run on those guys.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk about that when we got that later on. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey. Who else we got? I think Stu ran the ball pretty well, considering that defense is pretty tough. And we Funchess and KB, man. Woof, lights out, man. I'm telling you, man. My prediction is gonna hold tight. I'm still with my 1,200-yard bold prediction. KB looks good. And Funchess. I'm proud of Funchess, man. He looked good too. So shout out to those two.
I got a theory about Funchess. I got a theory about Funchess production. He got taken off the got injured during this game. All of a sudden he got the uptick. So I mean, when Olsen got hurt, that changed it a bit.
Well, I mean,
they started looking at Funches more.
I think that was happening anyway. Olsen didn't get that many targets last game either. Olsen, and that's my thing. So obviously, if you haven't heard by now, first of all, you're not a real fan if you haven't heard that Greg Olsen's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm calling you out on your fandom. If you don't know that Greg Olsen got injured yesterday, broke his foot, he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So that being said, I'm not worried about it because because Greg Olsen wasn't going to be a big part of this offense in the first place anyway. I told y'all in the beginning of the season that dude was not going to be getting that many targets. He didn't get many targets last game, and he was starting out not to get this many targets this game. So I'm not sold that this offense is going to be completely hurt or shut down by Greg Olsen. I'm fully aware that Greg Olsen is a 1,000-yard receiver and he's a beast. I know that. And I think with that being said, I think a lot of defenses can focus in on other parts. But and I do think Ed Dixon has to step it up, but I don't think he has to replace Greg Olsen's production. I think guys like Curtis Samuel and Damiere Byrd, who only are getting 25% of the snaps right now, my client needs to do better with he needs to do better using those two. Now that those two are now that Greg Olsen is gone, I think Curtis Samuel has got to be a part of this offense now. We've got to have somebody stretch the field, and we haven't seen that. I think that's partially why Cam took so many sacks is because we got those long developing routes, and those routes take it takes really long time for those guys to get open, and that it creates pressure. The defensive line can create pressure and get Cam Newton in the backfield. So we got to have quicker routes with quicker guys. Got to utilize the quick guys. But I'm gonna let you finish your. I'm gonna let you take your thought on Greg Olsen because I got a sleeper thought here. But go ahead.
You got a sleeper thought with your client. I just want you to know that your client is going to have to be involved with this sleeper thought. I'm going to tell you how Funches is going to be utilized. Funches is going to start playing at tight end position again like he was at Michigan. They're going to start lining him up at tight end. You mark my words. Mark my words. They're going to start lining him up at the tight end because that'll give him a chance to get more targets too. Too bad you can't use him as tight end in fantasy because I don't trust anybody else after this to be reliable when it comes to that since Olsen's down. And back to Olsen, I think they're going to put him on IR. I think they're going to put him on IR so they can get the roster spot. If they're saying 6 to 8 weeks, they might as well just IR. Designate him to return.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but are you done with your thoughts on Greg Olsen? Because I got a sleeper here.
Oh, here you go, your sleepers. All right, I'm done. It was disappointing to see him go down because he's Mr. Reliable. I think he's going to be back better than ever. But I think they're gonna move Funches to tight end. I'm not doubting that. I think they're gonna utilize him in 2 tight end sets with Ed Dixon.
I'm on the fence with that. I don't know how I feel about Funches being tight end again. I could see it. That'd be the smart move. But I don't think my client is capable of doing. I think that's outside his thought. But I got a sleeper thought. Folks.
You got a suspect client, man.
I know, man. Listen, I just said this game. I can't defend his actions going forward. But think about this. Think about this, Panther Nation. There is one name that's still out there as a free agent. His name is Gary Barnidge.
It is.
Go get him. Go lock him up. He's gonna do exactly what Greg Olsen can do. I say go lock up Gary Barnidge. He's sitting out there right now waiting for somebody to come pick him up. And just imagine if we had Gary Barnidge and Greg Olsen together. Now it depends what he's looking for. I don't know what he's looking for. He might be looking to get paid, and he's older. But I say bring in Gary Barnidge. Hey man, Bill Voth he's not the GM. He's not the GM. So
not this one.
Marty Herney is the GM, and you never know what Marty Herney's gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what he wants, but I say bring in Gary Barnidge, work him out. I think it may take a couple weeks depending on Greg Golson's recovery, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I say bring in Gary. But that's enough about this offense, man. Let's talk about this gangbuster defense, dude. What are your you gave your thoughts earlier about what you thought on the defense. I didn't get a chance to get mine out there. But I'm gonna say defense is great. I'm gonna say defense. I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate here though. I don't think defense played, they haven't been tested yet. Secondary hasn't been tested yet. They about to be tested, and we talk about that next week or later on. But we've been able to tee off pretty much at will. And I do think the run defense is legit. They proved that in stopping LaShawn McCoy, who's probably arguably top 3 running back in the league. And he gets off when he wants to. And we did a great job of contain. Defense is too quick for that. He's not about to shake and bake our guys. He's not about to shake and bake Luke. So I do think our run defense is legit. Saints are not running the ball on us. But the secondary has yet to been tested. And had Zay Jones had some stickum on his hands, y'all would be complaining about the defense too and how he left him, how they left Zay Jones wide open with a chance to get the ball and potentially roll in the end zone to end the game, because nobody was really around him to touch him. But yeah, I think the defense is great. No, I think they're number 1 defense in points, points against, points allowed, and I think they're gonna be, because Miami and Tampa Bay only played 1 game. I think if you kind of extrapolated that number, I think we would technically be a top two or 3 in yards allowed. So defense is playing great. I just don't think our secondary has been tested yet. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna clear a couple things up for you. Yes, we're number 1. We're number 1 we're number 1 in scoring defense. We're also number 1 in yards. We're number 2 in passing defense, and we're 6 in rushing defense. So there's actually 5 more teams that are stopping the run better than us.
But does that count? But does that count Tampa Bay?
Counts both games.
No, but Tampa didn't play. So are they in the top 5?
Let me check.
Yeah, because if you take out Tampa, because Tampa and Miami, they only played 1 game.
Yeah, but Tampa's number 1 in run defense, and yes, they are in the top 5.
Yeah.
Tampa and Miami, because they do the average.
Yeah.
So they average both games.
Okay.
So since they only played 1 game.
Fair.
Yeah. So Miami's number 2.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. So like overall, man, and it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't count the fact that the Giants and the now, so it doesn't take that game into account yet. But overall, man, we're looking good as a defense. Now, granted, it was San Francisco and Buffalo, but McCoy has a good run. But McCoy's one of the best running backs in the NFL. All right, and Hyde is a pretty darn good running back too. He ran over 100 yards against Seattle this week.
That's a good point. That's a great point. That's a great point. So no argument that our run defense is stout. I'm still on the fence. I think Bradbury's legit, but tell me you were not about to cuss Darryl Worley out if he didn't get that pass interference call late. Tell me y'all weren't gonna cuss him out.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. Like when you, and I'm going back to the offense, when you only score 9 points, I mean, I can't be too angry at the defense when the offense is only scoring 9 points.
That's fair.
I can't, because I mean, if you're an elite defense, elite defenses just want you to score like 10 points, 17 tops, right? If you're an elite defense on a team, you don't need to score really high. You just need just enough to get you by. If we would have lost 10-9, I wouldn't have put on the defense because they did their job. You hold a team to 10 points. You know, so that's just my 2 cents when it comes to that.
Yeah. All right, man. I mean, it is what it is. We can't complain. I mean, either way, we can't complain. Defense is playing lights out. I'm not going to take nothing away from defense. They did an excellent job across the board. So all I'm saying is let's just be a little cautious because our defense hasn't been tested by a real threat, from the passing perspective. So, and it's just we gotta give a shout out to Julius Peppers though. How about this guy, man? Julius Peppers is great, and I think he's 5 sacks away from moving up in the all-time sack to I think number 4 or 5.
Yep.
The sack.
Yep.
Man, wow. How about that, man? How about that? So shout out to Julius Peppers. And I think he's good enough to play another year, man. I hope he comes back because he looks great out there, bro. Great.
Mm-hmm.
He looks vicious. So shout out to Julius Peppers, man. Shout out to Thomas Davis. And I think it was a great day when Luke Kuechly didn't. Yeah, shout out to Thomas Davis. It's a great day when Luke Kuechly didn't have to lead you in tackles. Yeah. It's a great day when that doesn't have to happen. When Luke is like way down, your defense is playing lights out. Because I don't even think he was in like the top 5 tacklers today or yesterday. So shout out to the defense, man. And Bradbury too. Shout out to Bradbury. He's still playing well. All right, so are we wrapping this game up? Are we missing anything?
Graham Gano hasn't missed a field goal yet.
I was just gonna say that. Yep, you took it right out of my mouth. Pause.
I just want y'all to know that Graham Gano has not missed a field goal yet, and he has kicked all his kickoffs into the end zone. All of them.
Nobody took that away. He always had that ability to kick him off in the end zone. Nobody questioned that, but
I think we get our Gano back.
They made the right call on that. Shout out to Gano. All right, so that being said, man, let's talk about our week 3 division foe, New Orleans Saints, who look like complete trash right now. What are your initial thoughts about the Saints coming up?
We're about to find out how good our offense really is. We're about to find out if Shula's is it or not. We're about to find out if Shula's about to go to court or not. I think overall, our offense has to be more. They have to be more precise than they were these last 2 weeks. Cam's got to get the rust off. So overall, I think the Saints it should be a game that we should be able to win, but the way our offense looked this week has me a little nervous from an offensive standpoint, and it will put our defense to this final to a pass defense. They have a 2-headed monster. I don't even count from a running back perspective. They have a 2-headed monster. I don't even count Adrian Peterson no more. They got Mark Ingram and they got Alvin Kamara. Both of those guys are pretty talented at running back. Drew Brees is Brandon Coleman has taken a bigger role on the offense, and so has Kobe Fleener. Overall, though, the offense still looks good. They've just ran into some pretty good teams. I mean, they started a rough schedule, so to speak. So
they're about to get another rough one because it's top 3 defense in the league right now, arguably the best defense in the league. If our secondary can tighten up that gap, and boy, it's gonna be a long day for the Saints, bro. And they coming to the bank too. So
was at home?
I believe it's at home.
It's
at home. I believe they're coming to the bank. So it's about to be to just confirm that for me though.
I'm gonna check right now.
They're definitely about to get a heavy dose of some solid defense.
It's at the bank.
Perfect. So let's talk a little bit about the Saints defense though, because we ain't really touched on that. They got AJ Klein. That's about it. I couldn't name what they're giving up 893 passing yards and 80% completion rate with 6 touchdowns. If Cam Newton does not have an MVP style game here, it's going to be a problem. then I'm going to be bringing my client back to court. And I'm going to be prosecuting him myself because there's no reason why this offense shouldn't rack up at least 400 or 500 total yards because they can't stop anybody. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. Their defense has been garbage for a long time, and this is about the worst it's been in a while. Granted, they did play Tom Brady off of a losing game, so they're gonna get the best version of Tom Brady there is. But I mean, they had Sam Bradford before, and Sam Bradford completely carved him up. Made Bradford kind of fantasy worthy even. So I don't see this game. Obviously, it's going to be close. They know what we want to do. We know what they want to do. They're familiar with us. I think the game's definitely be close. But if we don't put up 28, we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. We don't put up 28. Go ahead.
Y'all ready for some bold predictions?
Hold up. I ain't ready, man. Hold up.
I know. I want that voiceover.
Prediction.
Go ahead, man.
Cam Newton's going to be a top 5 fantasy quarterback this week.
Wow. Well, one thing we didn't talk about was Cam Newton's scrambling ability. I didn't expect him to run like that versus the Bills. Pleasant surprise.
I don't think the coaches want him to run like that.
Well, hell, they called a running play for him. They called the direct snap for him, so I think they don't care. It was one. It was just
one. He went down.
I mean, yeah, after he went down, it was a little slight scare. Obviously, you're not gonna run it in and that's one thing we're missing though. There ain't nobody thinking about is that play on fourth and 1 with the or 3rd and 1 with the healthy Cam. Doesn't he just take that over the top with the Superman?
But I think with Cam with all the injuries, I'm trying to make still that guy now. Like, I don't think the plan is for Cam to get as many runs like that anymore. So I don't believe that Cam is going to be the running quarterback that he was in the past. And against these Saints, he wouldn't need to be. This should be a good game for McCaffrey too. That's why I think McCaffrey's going to be a sleeper pick in daily.
Everybody should be getting off, man. Everybody should get off today or next Sunday. The Saints are. I mean, but the Saints are gonna be. They're gonna be playing a little bit reckless, man. They have nothing to lose at this point. They're 0-2, on the road. I mean, they're gonna have nothing to lose. This is gonna be this another little sidebar, little sleeper stat here. This is their first game on real grass outside of a dome. So it's gonna take some getting used to as far as the footing and whatnot. So look out for that. But yeah, I mean the Saints don't really scare me. They're gonna get some big plays. I think that watch out for Mike Thomas. Watch out for those guys. I think they're gonna get a couple big plays off. But I think Shula and Cam come together. They get it together. Because I think Shula knows. I think he's gonna get a copy of this. And he knows that Dave is trying to prosecute him, so I don't think he wants to make the list, man. So I think we bounce back, man. I'm just gonna say it now, man. I wasn't prepared to do this.
Bold prediction,
but I'm gonna say that the Panthers amass a total of 400 yards total yardage, 400 total yards against the Saints. 400. And you're gonna take Shula off the hot seat.
And I'm gonna take Shula off the hot seat. I'm not gonna take Shula off the hot seat. They do 400 yards, man.
Never gonna do that. Yeah, you ain't gonna do that.
I'll put you this way. I'll give you the quick range for Carolina and offensively. We're 22nd in points, 25th in total yards, 24th in passing, 17th in rushing. So you're telling me, and 271 is the average that they have in total yards. So that's an uptick of 129 yards. You're telling me that we're going to have like a 3% boost.
Epiphany.
Offense.
Yeah.
Or epiphany.
It's coming.
Shula Shula needs an epiphany for him not to be on the screen, on the list, man.
I'm telling you,
He's gonna need an epiphany.
he's gonna adjust. I think Curtis Samuel is gonna have a big game. I think you're gonna see some wrinkles. Obviously, they're not gonna show it all. You're gonna see some stuff for the division opponents that they haven't seen yet. The Saints have no answer for McCaffrey, man. If we use him right, hit him with a couple screens. Where's these screens been, man? I think we ran one. Got to think outside the box. I think he's gonna go off, man. I'm telling you, man. I think 400 total yards.
We're not disagreeing there. We're not disagreeing that this is gonna be McCaffrey's best game by far. We're not disagreeing there.
You do realize Dalvin Cook put up 130 something yards rushing himself?
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna happen, man. So yeah, man. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're gonna win. And then we're gonna get the dub. Want to go? So far the season's been going the way we said it was. You go back to our schedule, our schedule breakdown when we made our predictions. I think we both picked these games correctly.
Yep, sure did.
I have to go back and look the coming games, but I think we both said it was imperative to start 3-0 before that New England game. And everything it might not be pretty, but Panther Nation, we're 2-0. Like, come on, people. Let's not start acting up here. We're 2-0. There's nothing really to complain about. We got Greg Olsen down. That's big. And we didn't really talk about Ryan Khalil either. His injury. He had a neck a crick in his neck apparently, and he was a late scratch. So I don't think he's going to be extended. But I think maybe that's part of the reason why we gave up 7 sacks against the Bills. Maybe is that? But the pressure was coming on the edge.
So you could have put the boy to the court. And
it's time, man. No,
we teased it. We got another guy to put in this courthouse, man.
We definitely got another somebody else to take the court. I was trying to save it, but I think we got a little bit of time. So here we got another one. Let's get it cracking. Matt Khalil, you are on trial, brother, for QB endangerment. QB endangerment and highway robbery, because you definitely robbed the Panthers of your contract. You're getting paid $55 million and some change, and what we saw on Sunday was utterly ridiculous. It's terrible. I think what was the stat? He gave up 7 pressures. No. Well, I forgot the stat. I think he gave up 7 QB pressures by himself, and the rest of the offensive line only gave up 3 in total. So it's unacceptable. Hughes was eating Matt Khalil alive. I think this is an open and shut case. This dude definitely is guilty of QB endangerment. So something needs to happen here. He's a danger to our QB, a danger to society, man. He needs to be locked up. So what's your thoughts on are you gonna defend him? Does he have any defense here?
I'm a public defender, man. I don't know how to defend. I don't know how to defend that. I'm not going to try to defend that. I'm not interested in that. He looked terrible. He was terrible. And now I'm starting to wonder, like, all right, the only guy that we're missing from the line was his brother. So, and I'm thinking, all right, so Tyler Lawson is there. He can play center. No bot snaps, if I remember correctly. I don't think there was any bot snaps the entire game from the center. So, I mean, I'm thinking, like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? because like you said, a lot of the sacks were from the edge. So I'm thinking to myself, and I think that's probably why we saw Cam run more too, because he had to scramble a lot because every single time he saw, there was a defender saying what's up to him.
He was running he was running for his life out there, man. Cam was running for his life.
Unbelievable. So no, how much public defender for this one?
So I need somebody.
He's guilty, bro.
He's definitely guilty, but I will give him that. Well, I'm not gonna. I think Ron Rivera is his defender because, or his lawyer, because he stated that Matt Khalil's not used to how far Cam drops back. So, excuse me. So he's still getting used to that. That's what Rivera said. Because if you watch that one sack, I mean, literally, Hughes took a beeline straight to Cam, and it's like he let him get there. I don't think he knew. He didn't know where Cam was. It's ugly. It's ugly either way you put it. He got to get it together because we're not going to go very far at all if he's going to be sorry. If it continues like that, somebody took the my suggestion right from my mouth. I was going to say put Mo in that left tackle and see what happens, because at this point, Khalil ain't it. He ain't it. He's definitely guilty. I think.
Wait. You don't like putting rookies at left tackle, bro.
I don't, but hell, Matt Khalil looks like a rookie out there.
Let me tell you something, man.
This dude is guilty of QB
contract, man. When you remember when the contract happened, and I said, you're either going to pay for the guy that was a Pro Bowler or you're going to pay for the guy that was injury prone and suspect. That was a Pro Bowler. And I think it probably should have been somewhere in the middle. We paid for the guy that was a Pro Bowler. So this was on Gettleman, bro. This was his going away gift before he got fired.
Hey, listen, it's early. But yeah, for this game, he's definitely guilty of QB and I think we got to take it to the chat cats. And I don't think anybody's going to defend this guy. But chat cats, can we get a decision here? Guilty or not guilty?
This one should be more open and shut.
This is open shut case, man.
Guilty or not guilty? Guys, I want to know now. I'm curious.
What?
Not guilty. Guilty. You got to remember, last week he didn't give up a sack. But then you question, all right, so when we have a good pass rush? So theoretically, he should be fine this week against the Saints.
Give him the death penalty. That's funny. All we can do is put him on the list, man. We can't do anything to him, but yeah, he's definitely guilty. He's got to do better to come off the list. But he's definitely on the watch list right now.
One of my family members said that we 2-0. We don't look good, but I'm gonna give you this, my man. Our defense right now is historic statistically, believe it or not. No team has given up less points since 1981.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I don't know, man. He's done. He's got to do better. And he shouldn't have any problem. Wait, don't the Saints got Cameron Wake?
They do have Wake. I think they do have Wake.
Yeah, so that could be tough. That could be a problem, actually. Now that I think about it, it could be a problem. He's a beast.
Yeah, he is good. I think they do have Wake. I think the Saints do have Wake. Let me double check these things, so I don't be making stuff up. Let me check this depth chart real quick.
I just find it fun. I think it's a little bit of karma because we
got they have Cameron Jordan.
Cameron Jordan. Sorry, Cameron Jordan. That's who I meant. That's who I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wake is on Miami. Well, was on Miami. I don't know if he's still in the league.
Sorry. Yeah, they
Jordan.
It's Cameron Jordan. Apologize. But yeah, so I think it's a little bit of karma coming for us. That we were all laughing at Mike Rimmers in the preseason with the Vikings, and now it's just I think it's a little bit of karma coming back. But this dude definitely has to get it together. We're gonna be struggling because there's some good defenses in the South, especially Tampa's. Tampa's defense is playing well too. They almost had a shutout against the Bears, the same team that almost beat the Falcons. So I don't know. We'll talk about the division foes a little bit later, but yeah, well, the other two. But yeah, man, I think we get the dub against the Saints. And
oh yeah,
Matt Khalil's definitely guilty, and he made the list.
He just made the list, man. Bottom line.
All right, so we got. I forgot, man. I forgot. Yo, so I don't know if you guys follow Charlotte Vibe on Twitter, but they've been having some YouTube personalities come on and I guess interview with them. So if y'all could just go to Charlotte Vibe at Charlotte Vibe, hit them up, see if they can get us on, man. I don't know if Dave could come down, if we can make it a some kind of make a special visit for Dave to come down so we can get on the Charlotte Vibe, man. Shout out to them. I'm gonna see if I can get. I forgot his name, but the dude from Charlotte Vibe is real cool. He's kind of one of us. He asked the questions that we want to see, or that we want to know. He does not just a regular reporter. So y'all go at Charlotte Vibe. Tell him, yo, put the Panther Nation podcast on the show, bro. But
on fantasy, it's looking ugly in my street.
Oh, I just took somebody out.
I'm gonna lose this week.
I'm 2-0.
I'm looking like 1-1.
Panther Nation League. Nobody's beating me in the Panther Nation League, bro. Sorry. One team put up 167 points, though. I saw that.
Yeah, Team Simpson. Yeah, he had C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley and Travis Kelce and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, he had the perfect storm this week.
Yeah, can't have that every week, though. But I'm taking my fade. I'm going to lose this week. Unless my boy, unless Tate gets me another 20 points, it's looking like I'm going to take that fade.
What's Tate
looking
like?
And it could happen. It's PPR.
I got him in another league.
3 catches, 20 yards. 3 catches, 20 yards.
But I'll take that. Yeah, nobody's beating me in Panther Nation League, though. 2-0. Nope. Y'all catching fades, bro. My squad is stacked.
Man, listen.
Go look at it.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, you got Hunt.
and
you got Kelvin. You got Bell. I'm trying to law Bell on this, though. I'm getting nervous out there, man.
Nah, I ain't nervous. Bell can hit the bench. I got Gillisley, too. And when Doug Martin come back, I got him too.
I got freaking Jordan Howard with the 0.7 points. Yeah, I gotta make some adjustments to that. But I got Buck Allen, so I could probably just throw Buck Allen in there, replace Jordan Howard, because I think Jordan about to lose this job.
To Tariq.
Yeah. Well, Jordan's hurt again. He re-injured his shoulder, from what I understand. So Tariq about to be it.
Somebody said Carlton says put the whole O-line on trial, man. We're not quite ready to do that yet. We're not quite ready.
No, I'm not.
Maybe next week. Maybe next week.
I am not ready to put the whole O-line on trial. The 2 guys we put on trial were worthy.
Yeah, they're worthy. Next week, hopefully, we don't have to take nobody to trial, man, because we'll have a great game. But if not, definitely put us up on Twitter, man, and give us some ideas of who needs to. If y'all like the Breakfast Club, this is like our donkey of the day, man. We taking cats to trial, bro.
We have to, man. We have to. I'm not going to put it on the tackles. I think this is mainly more Matt than anybody else, man. I'm not going to put it on the entire line. I'm not going to put it on the tackles. I'm putting it mostly on Matt. Matt is owning this one.
Oh man,
I don't know if one.
Hold up before you get off the O line. I think Darrell Williams was suspect. He might could go on trial. Darrell Williams was struggling. He had a couple really solid or terrible holding calls against him. I think he had like 2 or 3. So Darrell Williams ain't 100% innocent here either, and he might have to end up on trial. Hopefully, we won't have to take him to trial. If he's playing bad, he gets yanked, and Moulton gets the job.
Like Slim J said, man, Motown was drafted for a reason.
Yeah, no, and I said it. I mean, I said that. You said it too, that we definitely were thinking that Moulton would start by like week 6. That's what I said. I definitely don't think Williams was going to keep the job, but I agree with you. Moulton will get the job at some point.
They definitely will. Let me pull up these fantasy numbers real quick, man, because folks are asking about this fantasy action.
Yo, I'm killing, man. Just give me the chip now, man.
Nah, man, it's too soon, man. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's nobody that can match my roster.
That guy that scored $167 might be disagreeing with you, sir.
That was 1 week. He can't do it consistently.
Marathon, not a sprint, man.
What he scored last week?
I don't know. I'll check though. I'm gonna see if this browser thing works. All right, let's see here. If I can screen share application window, this one here. All right. In 1 second. Look at scores real quick. Can you guys see the scoreboard right here?
Team Simpson already caught a fade too, man. It's probably because he can't score consistently. I was a high scorer last week, and I'm the second, I believe, third high scorer this week.
Yeah, I'm not the highest scorer this week. I'm probably like bottom 5 for sure. So here's the scoreboard right now for fantasy for our league. Looks like I'm gonna end up being 1-1. Jared said he beat Team Simpson last week. Let's see what last week looking like. Yeah, you were the highest. You were barely the highest scorer, man. I was the second highest last week.
Hey, it's all about consistency, but, man.
Yeah, my team.
I put up 130 this week.
You're right.
And 120 something last week. I mean,
oh yeah, your consistency is there. Your consistency is there. I'm not denying that, because my team was hurting this week. I still got a shot to make this comeback, but I need Golden Tate to do his best game of the year. I'm 20. I need like 19 more points from him. 18 more points from him.
He might get
victory.
it. Janoris Jenkins hurt. Janoris Jenkins hurt.
Yeah.
So
I need Riddick and who's the guys I picked up to give me the points. I'm in a daily matchup. I'm in a daily tournament tonight. So I did a Sunday and Monday night ticket. And I got the highest score next week, so we'll see what happens. These are the matchups for next week.
Oh, you got to play me next week?
I got Jerome.
Oh.
I got the guy that just broke for 167 points next week.
I got CMC next week. Yo, that's the battle of the Titans, yo. I think he's 2-0. He'll be 2-0 too.
Yeah, he's the one that beat Simpson, so yeah, that should be a good matchup.
He about to catch the fade. Go to the preview real quick.
It's not accurate yet. It's too soon.
No, I know. I'm just saying, looking at the matchups, man. Who he got? I can't really see it. Stafford. He got Freeman. Oh yeah, he ain't trying to see me, cuz he definitely gonna catch the fade.
Crabtree had a monster game, yo. He had 3 TDs last week.
That was the Jets. Who they playing next week?
The Raiders are playing the Redskins. And I don't think
he won't get Norman.
He ain't getting Norman. He getting Breland. Breland's like the defensive because he's the one that's going to do all the tackles. And you get points with tackles.
He might eat. I ain't worried about it. I don't even know who I'm.
But you know what? You can be fine too, because Hopkins is playing the Patriots.
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of throwing, bro. They gonna be playing from behind all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play Deshaun, man, in the league. Deshaun Watson might be the move.
No, you don't want that, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely,
I do. He gonna have to run. He gonna have to air it out, play from behind all day. Oh yeah, I want that. Fantasy points. Whether you winning or you losing, if you throw for 300 yards and give me a touchdown or two, I'll take that.
All right, man. Let's
my
go
philosophy.
ahead and wrap. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Your boy gotta go to work tomorrow.
We all do, man. We all do. All right.
Sleep. All right, so I'm about to run this.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
All right, peeps. Go hit Charlotte Vibe, man. Tell them you want to see us on the show.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Or to talk to you guys after our big win against the Saints.